How to buy a home in Jersey City, New Jersey. A step-by-step guide. So you want to buy a home in Jersey City, but you're not totally sure where to start, or maybe it's your first time buying in New Jersey. Either way, don't worry. I'm going to walk you through the entire process of how to buy a home in Jersey City, step by step. Because honestly, buying a home is a very stressful decision, and it can be complicated sometimes, but when you break it down, it's actually pretty manageable. So please stay here with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what to do. Hi, I'm Wesley Chen with eXp Realty here in New Jersey. Welcome to my channel. Now, without wasting any time, let's get started. Step 1. Get your finances in order and get pre-approved. Alright, so before you even think about looking at houses, we need to talk about money. I know it's a serious topic and it might be the most important one. Get clear on your financial situation first. That means looking at your income, any debt you have, like student loans, car payments, credit cards, and your credit scores. These are things that matter quite a lot when you're applying for a mortgage. Here's the thing, you're going to need a Jersey City mortgage guide. And that starts with talking to a lender. Find a good mortgage lender. It could be a bank or mortgage company, a credit union, and sit down with them. Tell them your financial situation and they'll figure out what you can actually afford. This is when you get pre-approved. Pre-approval means the lender has looked at your finances and basically said, okay, we're willing to lend you this amount of money. It's not a guarantee though, but it's a pretty good indicator of your budget. Why does this matter? Because when you start making offers on homes, sellers are going to want to see that pre-approval letter. It tells them you're serious about it and you can actually close the deal. Plus, a local lender who knows this Jersey City and New Jersey specifically will know about special programs that might save you money. Maybe there are first-time home buyer programs, maybe there are down payment assistance programs. There might be things you don't even know about. So definitely talk to a local lender. Don't just go with some big ones with names that doesn't know Jersey City. Find someone local instead. Step 2. Sign up with a real estate agent and sign a buyer agency agreement. Okay, so now that you got your pre-approval letter with a budget in mind, now you need a guide. A guide who can walk you through this whole process, and that's where I come in. You need an experienced agent who knows the market. Here's the deal though, before we even start looking for homes, you're going to need to sign a buyer agency agreement. I know that's more paperwork, but this is actually important. This agreement outlines how we work together and how I get compensated. It's required by law now. Before I can even show you homes in person, it just protects both of us and makes sure we are on the same page about our working relationship. It also makes sure that you got a real agent on your side who will put your interest in the first place. Why do you need an agent? Because an experienced agent like me knows the market through and through. I know what homes are actually worth. I know what offers are competitive, what's going to work and what's not. Plus, I have access to MLS, which is multiple listing service, which has all the homes that are for sale before they even hit the public websites. So if you try to do this alone, you might set yourself in a disadvantage that you don't know. Having an agent on your side isn't a luxury. It's actually pretty much a necessity in today's time. Step 3. Have a strategy meeting and figure out what you actually want. So now that we've got the paperwork out of the way, let's sit down and actually talk about what you're looking for. This is what I call the strategy meeting. We're going to talk about all the important steps to buying a house. If we're talking about Jersey City specifically, then I want to know what neighborhoods are you interested in? Downtown Jersey City, Journal Square, the Heights? Are you looking for a condo, a house, or a multi-family? How many bedrooms do you want? Are there deal breakers for you? Do you need a parking spot? Do you want walkability and restaurants nearby? This meeting is all about making sure we're on the same page before we go looking at homes. Because if we're not clear on what we want, we could end up looking at a lot of homes and never find anything you love. But if we nail down your criteria, then when homes that match what you're looking for on the market, I can reach out immediately. So this strategy meeting is really about saving you time and frustration going forward. I also understand that not everyone can come up with a list in the very beginning. So it is very possible that we could build up this list together in the meeting. Step 4. Start looking for homes. And here's the fun part. Once we figured out exactly what you're looking for, I'm going to set up a custom MLS alert for you. This alert can go to our emails directly, which means that whenever a home hits the market that matches your criteria, that is within your price range, your neighborhoods, your requirements, we are going to get an alert. You'll be one of the few people who know about new listings before others see them on Zillow or other websites. Well, honestly though, some of my clients would rather get a message from me because they are bombarded with emails nowadays. Buying a home in Jersey City means that you got to move fast. Good homes get snatched up quickly, especially in Jersey City, because the market is hot, so these MLS alerts are crucial. You'll get an alert, we can reach out to the listing agent, and if you're interested, I can get you to see it, maybe the same day or the next day. Step 5. Go see homes and submit an offer. Alright, so now homes are popping up. You're looking through listings and you find the ones you like. Now we are ready to check out the homes because let's be real, online photos are nice, but sometimes they can be super misleading. Wide angle lenses make rooms look bigger, good lighting can hide problems, and you just never really know until you walk through the door yourself. We're going to do home showings where we actually tour the homes and you get a real feel about the place. You walk through, you check out the condition, you get a vibe for the space and the neighborhood. And when you find one you love or at least really like, that's when we make an offer. Making an offer is where strategy comes in. I'm going to help you put together a strong offer that's competitive in this market but still protects you. We'll look at comparable sales, homes that sold recently in the same neighborhood, and figure out what we should offer. We'll also think about the contingencies and deadlines. Our offers need to be strategic because the market is competitive. Step 6. Attorney review phase. Here's where Jersey City and New Jersey are different from a lot of other states. We have what's called the attorney review period. This is actually really cool because it protects you. So now that our offer got accepted, awesome. But now attorneys from both sides will review the contract. This is where the attorneys make sure everything is fair, everything is legally sound, and there are no sketchy clauses that could hurt you. Your attorney is literally there to protect your interests. During this time, your attorney also coordinates with a title company to do a title search. What's that? It's basically making sure that the person selling you the home actually owns it and that there are no liens or claims against the property. You want to make sure you're actually getting clear ownership of the home. If there are any issues, we can deal with them before we close. Step 7. Earnest money deposit and going under contract. Once attorney review is done and everyone agrees the contract looks good, you are going to put down what's called the earnest money deposit. This is usually between 1 to 3% of the purchase price, depending on the market. It's basically saying, look, I'm serious about this deal and here's money to prove it. Here's the good news. That money doesn't just disappear. When you close on the home, that earnest money deposit gets credit for your down payment. So if you put down 20 grand as an earnest money deposit and your down payment is 100 grand, well, 20 out of that 100 is already taken care of. Once you put down the earnest money deposit, you're officially under contract. This is a real commitment. The home is yours, contingent on certain things, like the home inspection passing and you getting your mortgage. Step 8. Home inspections. This one is important. Okay, so you're under contract. Now it's time to hire a home inspector to go through the property with a fine-tooth comb. This inspector would need to be licensed, someone who knows the area, someone with good reviews. The inspector is going to look at everything: the foundation, the roof, the electrical system, the plumbing, the HVAC, and other appliances. Everything. A home inspection usually takes a couple of hours, depending on the size of the house, and costs somewhere between $600 and $1,300 here in Jersey City. It's a money well spent. If the inspector finds any issue and there's always something unless you are buying a new construction. You and I can negotiate with the seller about repairs or credits. Maybe the roof needs work, the seller can either fix it or give you money at closing to fix it yourself. This way, you are not buying a house with a bad foundation or electrical problems that you didn't know about. Step 9. Radon, mold, and other inspections. Some people also do additional inspections beyond the general home inspection, like radon testing, mold inspections, and termite inspections, depending on what the general inspection finds and your comfort level. Sometimes it is recommended by your inspector as well. In Jersey City, radon is something a lot of people are concerned about, so you might want to test for that. Again, your Jersey City real estate checklist should include these optional but helpful inspections. Just keep this in mind. Step 10. Get your mortgage commitment. While all the inspection stuff is happening, your lender is doing their thing. They are underwriting your loan, which means they are thoroughly reviewing your finances, your credit, everything. They are also getting an appraisal done on the property to make sure it's actually worth what you're paying for it. This process usually takes around 30 days, maybe a bit more. By the end of it, if everything checks out, your lender is going to give you a mortgage commitment letter. This is the official green light from the bank saying, "We're ready to lend you this money. You need this before closing," and the seller wants to see it. Step 11. Title search and homeowner's insurance. Your attorney and the title company are doing a title search to make sure there are no liens, claims, or other issues with the property. Once that's clear, you're going to get a title insurance. This protects you if any issues come up later with ownership. It's usually a one-time premium. You also need to get homeowner's insurance. Your lender is actually going to require this before you can close. You'll work with an insurance agent to get quotes and pick a policy. In Jersey City, insurance rates vary depending on the home and the location, so shop around a bit. You could also hire an insurance broker to help you find the best deal in the market. Step 12. Final walkthrough. The day before closing or the morning of closing, we're going to do a final walkthrough of the home. This is your last chance to make sure everything is still in the condition you expect. No missing appliances, no damage that wasn't there before. Everything you negotiated for is actually there. Step 13. Closing day. You're a homeowner. Alright, this is it. Closing day. You're going to sit down at a closing table with your attorney, the seller's attorney, and the title company representative. You're going to do some paperwork. Actually, depending on the situation, it could be just you and your attorney at the closing. You're going to pay the remainder of your down payment plus your closing costs. In Jersey City and New Jersey, closing costs typically run between 1.5% to 3% of the sale price. Once all the paperwork is signed and all the money is transferred, boom, you get the keys. Congratulations, you are now a homeowner. Final thoughts. So there you have it, the complete Jersey City home buying process from start to finish. It seems like a lot, and honestly, it can be a lot. But when you have the right team on your side, a good lender, a good agent like me, a good attorney, it's actually pretty smooth. The whole thing usually takes between 30 to 45 days from offer to closing. It's a journey, but it's worth it when you're holding the keys on your new home in Jersey City. If you're ready to make a move, or you just have questions about what to expect when buying in Jersey City, don't forget to reach out. I'm here to help. Let's make this happen together. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you found this video helpful. Please give a thumbs up and share it with your friends if you like this video. Also, hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you like Jersey City? Do you have any questions about Jersey City? I'll make sure to answer them in my future videos. If you want to reach out to me directly, all my contact info is down there in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell icon to stay updated. You can also check out my website at wesleychen.expportal.com to explore all the listings that are currently on the market. Once again, my name is Wesley Chen, your most trusted real estate agent from Jersey City, New Jersey, and I'll see you in the next video.